As a co-founder and leader of Writers in Residence, Cleveland-based poet Zachary Thomas has used the art of writing to transform the lives of youth who are incarcerated, helping many young people find their voices.
Writing sort of inspired me. Wanted to see if we could create a space for them to have that same free expression, free reflection on their current circumstance, and maybe imagine a different future down the road.
The young people walked into that space, the writers, the future writers in residence, those young men in the juvenile detention facility, and they looked serious, they looked guarded, they looked bored, they looked distracted. And yet when they sat down at that space and we began asking them questions and sharing some text with them about advice, the advice they'd been given, the ice began to crack.
More than 1,500 young writers have participated, creating more than 2,500 original works, which have been celebrated and shared through chapbooks.
So seeing, not their name, their title of their work, and their actual work printed, how they wanted it to look and be printed and presented, is probably still hands down one of my best experiences with this work, because their eyes sort of like light up and they feel like they're a total rock star, which they are, because then I tell them we distribute those chapbooks in the local community.
The impact of these workshops extends beyond the participants, helping to foster connections and understanding between the facility staff and the youth who are incarcerated.
When they see the residents engage with us in our workshop, two things happen. One, they're vulnerable enough to show maybe their true character to the staff person, and that relationship already has its nuances and its dynamics. But then vice versa, the staff person is observing the youth like, whoa, I didn't even know you had like this level of creativity was inside you. And they're like, yeah, like and so with that holistic view of who this person is, it's a positive sort of experience.
At the end of the session, I'll never forget some of the comments that some of the students wrote in the forms that we kept, the evaluation forms. The one that really struck me was the one that said, it felt like I had a family again. And that made me know right away that Zach's vision and that Writers in Residence would be a model that we needed to continue with.
Under Zach's leadership, Writers in Residence grew to oversee 12 cohorts of teaching artists throughout the Buckeye State.
Once we had the second site, it felt like a snowball effect. My cold calls and cold emails were getting returned at that point, which was good.
I mean, really what began as a peer mentorship program for, a small group of John Carroll undergraduates has become this statewide, multi-cohort, multi-phased process of creative writing, community building, reflection, and transformation. I think Zach has really situated Writers in Residence in a way that will continue after him, and that to me is, I think, the great achievement of unique leadership.